Hey guys, it's 3 in the morning and I can't sleep. So I'm up and I decided to make a video because I don't know, I was bored and what else can you do at 3 in the morning? But I don't have work tomorrow and I am on break since I just finished my semester, so not really got much to do. Anyways, you guys can see I always gotta stay protected because I got my bonnet and my satin pillowcase. But ooh, can you guys see my neck rolls? I feel like this is like a really unflattering angle. But anyways, whatever. Um, I don't know. I think something that's like kind of been on my mind lately is YouTube and like I guess YouTubers quitting school, young YouTubers quitting school in order to go YouTube full time. And one thing I have to say is every person in this world, we can do what we want. I don't mean like literally, like we can't literally do whatever we want, but I mean in terms of like if school isn't right for you, then don't do it, you know? Um, School does cost a lot of money, like a lot. Unless you find scholarships and you get a full ride, then you're lucky. Um, but I don't know. I just feel like it's a big decision. I feel like here's what I gotta say is I think school can be pretty important, but you got to know exactly what you're going in there for. You know what I mean? So don't just go into school, major in something random, party for 4 years, and get out. Okay, don't do that. You want to be able to go in knowing what you want to do. Um, you want to look to see if what you're majoring in, if there's like a job growth in what you're majoring in. Meaning, are you going to be able to find work when you get out? And if not, or if you're unsure, try to build as many connections as you can. It's a tough world out there. You know, just don't do just something random, and I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's because of how I was raised, but I do think school is pretty important. And yeah, people say, oh, well, you can always, go back to school later, which is true, but sometimes it's a little bit harder to finish school at a later age. Like, for example, going back to school at age 30 or 40, I would assume, you know, it would be a little bit more difficult because at that time, let's say you already have a family, you already have kids, you have a bigger workload, bills and everything. Versus like when you're younger, it's a little bit easier. It's a bit easier to get scholarships. You know, you qualify for more scholarships and things like that. So I just I do get what people are saying, in terms of how expensive it can be, and it kind of really is a game. Society has this norm of like everyone has to go to college to get that degree, but it's like what's the percentage of graduates? What percentage of graduates cannot find work they uh, after they graduate? After they graduate, what's the unemployment rate? I guess what I have to say is like if you plan on going to school, figure out what you're gonna do. On top of that, do some research. See if what you are trying to do or major in is going to find you work when you get out, because that is important. I know like your beforehand people or high school counselors, they'd be like, do what you love. Yeah, that is true. You want to do something that you don't hate. You want to do something that you don't hate 100%, but you also want to do something that pays the bills. So you also have to look in terms of employment. Are you going to be able to find employment in that? Um, Personally, I think if you're young, finish, and then you already started college, finish it out. At least finish it out. I think if you are a YouTuber, and I don't know why, but I always imagined that some of these big YouTubers, you know, make enough money or make something. And I feel like maybe, hey, if you're like halfway through college and do you have enough YouTube money to help pay for the rest of college? I don't know. Maybe I'm like being unrealistic, but I know people are gonna say, like, what's the point of going through all of that just to get a piece of paper at the end? Um, there's pros and cons. It's going to expand your job opportunity a bit more. Like, you're going to get more job opportunities rather than someone who does not have a college degree. And then you guys are right in terms of, yeah, it's super expensive. Do I want to really pay all this debt for all these years? You know, but it's like, once you decide not to go to college in your 20s, like I said before, it might be a bit harder later on. I don't know. I'm not like in my 30s or 40s. I'm just kind of assuming. I can only imagine that it would be more difficult. But it's not like you have to spend like your entire life in school. It's just like 4 years, unless you plan on like, you know, going further. But try to find something that you enjoy and find something that can, get you a job right afterwards. Form connections. You know, realistically, on average, I think, most people usually graduate by age 22 or 23. You enter college at 18 and then you graduate by 22. So you're kind of still in your early 20s when you graduate. So it's not like you're going to be in school until you're 30 or you're 35, unless you plan on becoming a doctor. But that's not very long if you really think about it. It's not that very long. Um, if money is a huge issue, there's also, going the route of going to get your associate's degree first, or going the uh, going the 2 year college route, and then paying the last 2 years, if you decide to get your bachelor's degree. But I don't know, I feel like there's just people who are relying on YouTube as their main source of income. And I think yeah, hey, if YouTube is a source of income, cool. But I don't think you should make it your main source of income. It can be like your side job, you know what I mean? But you should have a main job, because what happens, like, what if something bad were to happen and YouTube were to like shut down forever? Okay, so, and then what would you do then? Where would you get your income? And then you don't have a degree. So it's like you don't have a backup plan. See, I kind I kind of think of getting a degree as a backup plan in case this doesn't work out or this doesn't work out. You know, just like think about it. Like, unless you're saving up, I mean, I don't know, guys. I just feel like, what if YouTube really were like something were to happen? And some of you guys are making this literally your main source of income. But if you're smart with it and you're investing and you're saving up and YouTube were to go down and you'd be okay, then cool. Kudos to you. But I feel like there's people who just like, they love spending. They love spending. And shoot, if their main source of income were to go down, then what? So, I don't know. Those are just my thoughts about the whole, people quitting school to, do YouTube full time. And that's one thing I don't understand. Like, does it really take up that much time to do videos? Like, I don't understand the whole doing YouTube full time. Like, how long does it take to edit videos? And like, if you're in school and you're doing YouTube, can't you do both? Like while you're doing your classes, right? Um, and let's say you're living in the dorms, you can do like 1 or 2 videos a month, or 1 to 3 videos a month. I don't know. And how much do you really have to edit out? Like, I don't know. When people say do YouTube like full time, it's just like, damn, is YouTube really that much work? I mean, I don't know. Whenever I make videos, they don't really take me that much time. I just get my computer, I record, I talk, and then I'm done. I do very little editing. I might cut a couple clips here and there, add some music, I'll upload, and boom, I'm done. I don't know. But anyways, I guess this was kind of like a rant or whatever. But yeah, if you guys want to leave any comments down below, feel free to. And I will see you guys in the next video.